Verse 30, Elijah said unto all the people, Come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. The false prophets made an altar. The true prophet repaired the altar. That is two entirely different things. We don't make any more altars. We got to reclaim the ground that the one world church, the one world movement has taken. They've taken ground from the church through the Masonic. They've taken ground from the church through the so-called loyal orders. They've taken ground from the church through doctrines of devils and false doctrine. But you and I, brothers and sisters, today needs to rise up and to repair. Because there's one sacrifice. There's one rock, and his name is Jesus. We're building nothing new. We're just building what Jesus, we're extending what Jesus built, because Jesus said, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. We're not building more onto the church. If you go through the book of Acts, it doesn't talk about building any more onto the church. It said he added to the church. And we need to repair that altar that has been broken down by false doctrines and doctrines of devils. So he repaired the altar that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones according to the number of the tribes of the son of Jacob, unto whom the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he made a trench about the altar, as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and he cut the bullock in pieces, and laid them on the wood, and said, Fill 4 barrels with water, and poured on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. And he said, Do it the second time. And they did it the second time, and he said, Do it the third time. And they said, and they did it the third time. And the water ran around about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. And immediately the devil speaks and minds and says, If there's a drought, where did all this water come from? I'm not going to ask you to put your hand up, but I'm sure that has crossed your mind. You see, Mount Carmel was beside the sea. And there's something else I want you to keep that in mind for, because if you come down through this chapter, there's something else we want to see. Mount Carmel was beside the sea, so they got plenty of water from the sea. The Bible doesn't tell us they brought it from the sea, but the sea's available. So that these 12 barrels of water all around the place, and the water is running all around the altar. First of all, he told the people, come near. Just let them see that he wasn't hiding anything. He wasn't putting a few sticks of dynamite or something underneath it. And a big long fuse and sitting away back somewhere lighting a fuse.